Hello again, welcome back to another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. Alright, it's another daily today. We lost. He's spooky. It's spooky time right now. Oh yeah, there's no C this track. Alright, you're ripped. Going to mom's heart, huh? A little short distance. Old soul hearts. That's pretty cool, I guess. Anyways, today is Thursday, the November 4th. So, yeah. What's been going on since yesterday? Well, let's see here. I went out, got some shirts, some new shirts. Yeah. Went to Old Navy today, and was looking through some clothes, and I noticed that there was a lack of men's clothes, evidently. And from what I was told, that it's a combination of like shipping issues. I guess something about like those shipping vessels are not coming in, supposedly. Still, and someone I was talking to said something that might be because of some kind of volcanic activity that may or may not be happening or will be happening. I don't know. That's why they're just kind of hanging by the water, supposedly. I can't really say for certain because I have no clue. Because again, I've talked about before in the past, I try to avoid news as much as I can. Because I'm hearing about like Let's Go Brandon stuff or whatever. I have no clue what that's all about or anything like that. Little bits and pieces kind of slip through the cracks because like news is just that toxic and invasive. It's there to kind of get your attention. Anyways, yeah, I have no clue what's going on with it. All right, let's just be extra careful now here. That was a close one. Definitely not rolling that. Yeah. And so I had a little bit of difficulty just kind of choosing clothes. And I was trying different ones on, which fortunately for me, that was a good thing I did because I noticed that when I was trying the large clothes, they're a little too small on me, believe it or not. I guess it just varies by clothes and stuff. And so I got some extra larges. Because usually when I get extra larges, it doesn't fit me because it's all baggy. Blue berries only. Might be kind of useful here. Using situationally like this. So I did find a few cool shirts. I was talking to someone there. Asked them about their opinion about this one shirt, which is like, it's got these, it's like a blue shirt with these white little anchor things on there. And I've seen this shirt off and on for years when I go to Old Navy. I don't go there often or anything, but like I see them. And then at first I was like kind of hesitant again with wanting to get it. And then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It's not too bad of a design. Like the white one with the blue anchors on it is kind of weird looking to me. I don't know, I'm not really used to like having like cosmetic stuff on the t-shirts, you know, like graphic tees and stuff. I did find one graphic tee which looks kind of strange. It looks very like, oh no. Well, I guess we're not at the loss anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Interesting. I thought it turns you to Lazarus. Okay. Wow, I'll be darned. Butter my biscuit. Thank God we got like that thing. I ruined. That was a big oof on my part. But yeah, graphic tees I'm not really like much. Not really much into. I think I kind of was when I was in middle school or something. This is also a strange secret room, by the way. I kind of was into it a little bit in middle school, and especially grade school too. It's technically not a graphic tee with what I got. It's like some kind of other little design, pattern design thing. And I got a couple of regular shirts, of course. I was looking at these jogger pants stuff. That's really good, by the way. It's like, oh my goodness gracious, we have to take this. And I was looking at the jogger pants, and I thought about maybe getting them, possibility, maybe, but it's like 45 bucks. Then I'm like thinking, well, wait a minute, I'm wearing these pants. I can use these for running, and they're actually much warmer. Only there's like less flexibility, of course, but like, I can circumvent that a little bit. All right. You know what? Thank God we got the 9 lives. Anyways, yeah. And plus I got a discount, and I guess they gave me like a little discount certificate thing for the future, for future purposes. Which I might look into getting more stuff sometime. The t-shirts were about like $10 a pop, which isn't bad. It's a lot better than the pants stuff. And I didn't really need those running pants anyways. Money wasn't so tight, I'd probably get more clothes, but you know. They look kind of fancy. They had one with Santa Claus on a skateboard on a corner, right corner of the shirt. And I'm like, it's kind of funny, but then it's like, I don't know how I would be wearing that, you know, situationally. Like, do I wear that at some kind of a Christmas party or whatever? A little gig? And I'm wearing it like, you know, the month of December or something. So like once, you know, 1 month, once a year, man. Like, in the other 11 months, I'm not wearing it. Now, I need something I can wear year round and whatever. Like the t-shirt, like even though winter's coming up and everything, I can still wear a t-shirt. It's fine. I'm talking to someone, it's like, oh, you should get like a long sleeve shirt instead of a t-shirt. I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I am. I get it, the whole appeal of keeping yourself warm and everything, but like, for me, it's more in the lines of fashion. Now, I don't really go too crazy with, you know, getting clothes, you know, for fashion stuff. I mean, to some degree, I kind of match things, just to some degree. Just my you know, just my pants or shorts to my t-shirt or long sleeve shirt. That's about it. Very minor stuff. Not weird colors either. For women, it's like, you know, a whole bunch of things. Like, this matches my purse with my shoes, or this matches this and this, and this and this, and this and this. It's like a puzzle game, you know. For me, I'm like, can't do it. Can't do it. Strange key. I can't remember it. I think Strange key accesses the blue rooms in between them. I don't want to deal with blue rooms for each room I want to go through. So, whoops. And because I don't have that mod on with fixing the Holy Mantle, like, what is it? Holy Mantle, I can't get that. Why am I blanking here? The Holy Mantle Invincible frames, whatever you call them, because it's much shorter. And it wasn't meant to be shorter. It was meant to be the same as what it was in Afterbirth Plus, but there was some kind of a glitch, and that's yet to be fixed. Which I guess the last time it was patched was back in May. So there's that, I suppose. Whoops. There's that, I suppose. I'm just waiting patiently until they fix it. I mean, it's not, you know, it wasn't completed or anything, and, you know, it's been delayed for a while. A lot of work and progress has been made. I mean, they made a lot of good changes and some not so great changes, but, you know, sometimes you have to balance things, you know? Like for me, I used to break the game a lot in pre-work credits. And now, not so much. You can still break the game, but like, I mean, I've done it a few times. You know, echo chamber and whatever. Not as easily. Which I hope they keep the echo chamber alone, but something tells me that they won't. Which I'm just gonna download the mod to just restore it back to its glories. I don't know how they're gonna like deal with Anointed Cane and his crafting system stuff, because that's like a whole different thing. It'd be seed-based. That'd be interesting. Seed-based to create. But then if it's seed-based, you're gonna have to be having some hell of a amount of luck to like hit stuff just right, or picking up that right set of items to get like whatever. You know, you get like Mom's Knife with each set of items in one run, and then another run you have to like do something totally different with your setup. I don't know. I mean, it sounds interesting. It sounds like a challenge. I'll say that. A pretty interesting challenge. And I guess they would make a good point that going with the same course of action with Kane like that, Nordic Kane, it would make the game a lot easier to like complete stuff. Like as I was doing before, getting most of the other stuff done with other characters for Gradier, because I was getting a little impatient with dealing with certain characters that were like issues. And well, Gradier wasn't really rebalanced yet from when I was reading. They're in the process of rebalancing it, which I hope they do. I mean, they will. I mean, they talked about it, so. Or then again, they also talked about having curated Gradier daily runs. That didn't happen. Which, I don't know if I would... though, then again, I'm not sure how I would feel about curated, like, daily runs that would be Gradier. I mean, it'd be an interesting thing. I guess you can kind of consider. It'd be something new. It'd be a new form of challenges you have to accomplish. So I don't know. I would have to try to actually see how I really truly feel about it. Anyways, going back with Fashion, I'm kind of trailed off with repetitive stuff here. So, yeah, I mean, I've talked about, like, in other videos about the times when, but like, you know, like in middle school, about seeing the goth phases going around. Not so much with the emo stuff, it was more the lines of goth. I guess it's very similar, I suppose, style, but I wasn't so much into. Cause I mean, I've heard about some people get into the goth phase and stuff like that. I never really got in the goth phase at all. I've known people that went through the goth phase. Some in their teen years. One in particular, and their in their adult years, which is weird, I'll admit. Well, actually, she was more of doing the kinkiest style, not so much with, you know, the whole anti-conformist kind of thing and depression. It's a phase, supposedly. Like, everybody gets through a phase. Like, I think I talked about in another video about, like, the whole middle school thing with the goths, about standing outside without a coat or long sleeve pants or anything like that. Why did I even pop that in here, by the way? I'm wondering. I don't know. Wasn't thinking, I guess. Well, we could do brimstone. I think we could do it with brimstone. We could just skip the dice. I think we're doing okay, but the brimstone might help us a little bit. But yeah, they're just kind of standing outside. I remember seeing them. I think it was after school or before school, because like you usually have to stand outside before they let you in the doors. So you can't go in there unless if it's raining, and I think if it's super cold out, like super cold. Which that super cold itself is pretty rare. You have to wait out there about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on how, you know, how early or how late you get there. Oh, my Lana. And they would just stand up there, and you could see them with, you know, with their arms huddling and, you know, crossing their arms and kind of huddling, trying to stay warm and everything. I'm like, well, yeah, duh. Like, it's cold. You're wearing shorts and a short sleeve shirt, no coat or nothing. My mother would have had a fit if I was doing that kind of stunt. Like, again, it just kind of depends. Kind of depends on like how the parents feel about it and everything. My mother would never give me that kind of an option for choices for that. That's for sure. I'm trying to remember like the styles back then too. Like, it's kind of hard to remember because it's been such a long time ago. Well, I know in high school, I've talked about it in other videos too, but like, occasionally you get someone wearing an inappropriate shirt, and then the teacher would have to ask them to turn their shirt inside out, or whatever, because I don't think they have a shirt on standby. Alright, well, I don't need to deal with that room. I'm not going back in there. And, oh my word. Usually it was just like beer advertisings and like sexually explicit images and whatever. That's pretty much it, really. This is Saturn? No, it's not that one. I don't know. I don't think that's really worth having. Trying to find my item room stuff. I don't think I'm gonna make it to boss rush. So I'm kind of screwing around here a little too much, but I need stats. Alright, well. Oh, what hit me? A little thing right there. We're not gonna make it to the boss rush. Unless we find like a card.
I can see forever.
Yeah, I don't know, like... Fashion's weird. There's always like different fashion trends coming and going, and then like often they re-emerge. And I don't really pay attention to too much of that stuff or whatever. The 90s are kind of cool looking. The haircuts and everything. I guess I'm more resonated to the 90s. In the 2000s, they're, you know, it's kind of different kind of style of 90s, I feel like to me. I don't know how you describe it. It feels kind of like more advanced 90s. I don't know. And I can't really tell you about the 2010s and stuff because, like, it's whatever, I guess. I don't really care so much about the 2010s stuff because it's just whatever. I don't really fit in that generation. I mean, I know back in the 2010, okay, so I guess the 2010s, he did have the kind of hipster stuff going around a little bit. Which I wasn't really dressing like a hipster kind of deal. I'm not trying to anyways. You do have some of that kind of still going on a little bit. Not as much as what it used to be. I guess another thing too, sometimes I see people wearing like name brand stuff like, what's it called, Pandora or whatever? Pangea. It's a fairly expensive clothing brand. And it has like this little mountain logo or whatever on there, on the edge. Of the clothing. Usually on a shirt, so you know, top right corner or whatever. Or left corner, wherever it's located. And they sell expensive like clothing. Like you could pretty much get it like cheaply elsewhere with a similar kind of style, just without the logo. I mean, I wear like an Eddie Bauer flannel shirt. It's fairly expensive, but like. It's known for its quality, is the thing. I've watched it a number of times, and it's been holding out pretty well. Fairly new. Got it a couple of years ago. Keeps me warm, that's what matters. And it doesn't look too bad for style either. Now when it comes to like shoes or something, like I'm not too picky with shoes. Like as long as they're tennis shoes, they're not like some weird neon color or whatever, I'm content. The reason why I don't really want neon color, because that's like too flashy. Like neon green is what I mean, or yellow. Or pink. Any of those. Yeah. Then I hear about stuff like Gucci and everything being like super expensive. Or Jordans, you know, tennis shoes. Usually people buy all those up because of Michael Jordan brand, you know, kind of attached to the brand. Or Yeezys or whatever it's called. Or another one too, which was like a 2010s, was the Uggs. I think I was also in the early 2000s as well. They keep coming back and forth. Uggs. Which they're kind of like boots for women, but like it's mostly for style. They don't keep your feet warm so well. It's just for show. Now I have boots. They don't have great ankle support, but they're weatherproof. I don't really wear those too often because ankle support is a big issue. I suppose I could just break those out and whenever I'm doing like stuff outside, like shoveling walks or whatever, keep my feet dry. I suppose I need to do that now I think about it. Not so much where I'm walking somewhere or whatever. Unless maybe if I'm walking during a snowstorm or whatever going on. Also need to look into getting a new snow shovel. Like the other one's fine, but like maybe I should just wait until it breaks and just get a metal one. I might just wait until something happens to it, I suppose. Glass cannon, huh? That's... Oh, this is very interesting. I think we take glass cannon, believe it or not. Because we can use that once per room. Oh, look at that. Once per room. Or not once per room. We can use this a lot more than once per room. And then the other thing. Oh my word. We got Mega Mama. Whatever she is. I'm not having great damage either. Would I ever consider getting Uggs or anything similar like that? Probably not. Or Uggs are mostly of a women's kind of shoe. I'm not going to wear that. And they're fairly pricey. I don't know. I don't know why I would consider such a thing of getting those. I remember back in the 2000s, I remembered, I had this orange t-shirt, but it had some kind of dragon design on it or whatever. And then I had this necklace made out of like shells or something like that, or what appears to be like shells, seashells or whatever. Very like, you know, late 90s, early 2000s look going on. Of course, after I had my photos done for a Skull Pictures, that thing broke. So it was pretty cheaply made. Then another thing too is seeing someone wearing this kind of tiger, or this, yeah, tiger striped shirts kind of thing. You know, the black and the orange kind of, or kind of like orange color, something similar to orange. You know what I mean? And some people still wear that. I call it, well, it's not really popular or anything. It was, it's popular around a certain demographic of people. Well, we lost her. Oh, actually, you know what? That comes back after 4 rooms. It's not a bad thing there. And then someone was pointing out to me at Old Navy too. It's like, look, you want this very, very pink, what do you call it? Very pink sweatshirt, like super pink, hot pink. Are we gonna like come up here? Come on. All right. Oh. Oh, now you decide to come up. It's like, oh, you want this? And I was like, no. And it kind of reminded me about my hometown, at least here too. Like, occasionally I would see Usually middle-aged women or older wear it, and they're usually smokers. They would, I'm not saying for every woman like that, but like what I've seen, typically whenever I see them wear that kind of shirt, it's either that one or it's like a forest green kind of long sleeve shirt thing. And I would typically see them at gas stations, you know, either wanting to buy a thing of cigarettes, or, you know, they are there to kind of pay for the gas, getting their cigarettes, or like getting some alcohol. They have like typical like kind of eczema, not eczema, but like breathing issues because they're smoking, you know, throat issues. That's what kind of came to mind instantly with what I seen there. Oftentimes I see some of them wearing like graphic tees or even graphic sweatshirts. It's usually like a beer brand or something like that, or NASCAR or whatever. I'm not really into that. You do you, man. Yeah, so fashion. I mean, currently I wear like just whatever clothes, nothing too baggy. Try not to, anyways. I don't really wear much of graphic tees. I have a couple, but I don't wear it often or anything. It's mostly just like, you know, a flat color or whatever. I'm not really into stripes so much, or like, you know, anything like that. It's not it's just kind of annoying in my opinion with wearing something like that, because it's just kind of distracting. I feel like there's just kind of too much going on. Whereas a flat color, I feel like it's not as distracting, and it kind of complements, you know, whatever else you're wearing, instead of blending in with what you're wearing. Uh-huh. I don't know why that is. I feel like that's kind of a thing I don't like care so much for, because it's like not of interest. I guess it's just kind of personal preference and stuff. Because in middle school, I used to dress just kind of plain. I mean, I used to wear sweatshirts and sweatpants because I was kind of overweight and whatever. And I used to wear sandals with socks sometimes, stuff like that. Not anymore. I mean, I've changed a lot since then, styles and everything. I wear tennis shoes. I don't wear socks with sandals or whatever. And I have a little bit more of a variety of clothes. I like to get some more like that, because it's like I could do whatever. I mean, I lost a bunch of weight too, so like that also, well, that kind of decreased like how much variety I have here in the first place to wear clothes and stuff, or, you know, going out somewhere or doing whatever. I mean, I wasn't really dressing too fashionably either when I was overweight. Like, I was overweight off and on over the years. Middle school, I was, all the way up to like probably midpoint of high school at that point. And then after that, I gained some weight again after high school. Which was a little bit worse with the weight I was gaining, I think. Man, kind of sucked being like that, but... Alright, careful here. These things just scared the bejesus out of me. I think with fashion, it's a compliment to, I mean, it's a, there's always going to be a change in fashion like anything else in society, because it's like, part of it's like, well, people don't like redundancy, right? So like, they're going to get tired of a certain style after a certain amount of time. Try to come up and reinvent things or whatever. Like they have the thing called Vans. I don't really wear. I'm not really interested in Vans or anything like that. I could see how it could be fashionable or something. It's just, for me, I like the general like tennis shoe. You know, not tennis shoe, but you know what I mean. Running shoe. I call them tennis shoes, but like that's something I haven't done in a while is tennis. Oh, for school and stuff. I don't really go out there and recreationally play tennis or anything. I don't even know if there's like a public. All right. Well, this is not good here, by the way. Oh my God. We can't be losing this. I kind of wonder how many people made it through here. We didn't really get much for damage or anything. Fantastic. Okay, well, we didn't get the boss rush. Okay, yeah. Must have been like a boss rush. There must have been like some other key to the kingdom of the thing. I'm kind of surprised with the score because it's like, it was a fairly hard run. Suppose maybe instead of taking the brimstone thing, they might have been able to roll like a mom's night or something. Well, whatever, we won. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.